Ed Woodward has done this. This is not your fault. This is not on you. This doesn't make you less of a fan.
Yes, guys, what's going on? Squawka have asked myself and Paul Machin from Redmen TV to rank every player who's played in the Premier League this season for Manchester United and Liverpool from worst to best. What could possibly go wrong? I do feel like I've been stitched up here, to be honest. Couldn't we have done this in like 99 or something like that? Why do you want me to do this in 2019?
On a big like cathode ray telly that we'd have 4 people trying to lift up like, yeah, absolutely.
This video is sponsored by The Athletic, the place for the best coverage of your club with a world-class team of writers, including David Ornstein, Andy Mitten and James Pearce. If you visit theathletic.co.uk/Squawka to start a 7-day free trial, you'll also receive 50% off your yearly subscription, which works out at just £2.50 per month. It's an absolute bargain. Great articles all over The Athletic. I'm on it myself as well, and I'm sure Paul is, and I get on it every morning, to be fair. So I think the best way around this to do is to go
put all the United players down here and all the Liverpool players there.
Just
and
grab them into one bunch here and just stick them all there.
Smash a like and a subscribe and off we go.
Is that what's done? Yeah. No? How shall we do? Because we kind of need... We're going to argue eventually about moving things around.
Yeah.
Should we go one each at the bottom?
Yeah.
And then we can shuffle.
Who's the worst player in Man United squad?
I'd go Matic or Young.
Okay.
Who do you want to go, like... is there anyone on this list worse than Matic or Young?
No.
From my perspective.
Actually, you know what? Matic, the all-round Premier League player. Chelsea Matic is actually, but he's not. But he's not that player anymore.
But we're talking today. I think.
Here's the thing. I've seen Young have good games against Liverpool, so I'd probably be tempted to put Matic in.
Okay,
there.
I agree with that. Let's do that. All right. Matic.
In terms of Liverpool.
Is there any, so we're suggesting the next United player on this list at the bottom is going to be Young.
Yeah.
Is there anyone in that list worse than Young? I do possibly think Adrian could be down here.
Yeah, except, again, if we're going to go on current form, no, because I think he's probably been better.
We are talking about
he's probably been the best goalkeeper of all the keepers who were in here this season. I think Liverpool's 2 contenders for worst player are probably Dejan Lovren, or probably Champions League and World Cup finalist Dejan Lovren, self-proclaimed best defender in the world.
I like that, bit of confidence.
And Adam Lallana. I would go, personally, I think the only player who this side, it's because we've evolved beyond him, I'd say Lovren's probably Liverpool's worst player. Is he worse than any of United's players, though?
See, if I saw a list, okay, let me just think. Who would I trust more? Lovren or Ashley Young? How old's Lovren?
30.
I think off that basis alone and the fact that he's playing for Croatia, then again, Ashley Young got to the semi-finals with England.
Yeah.
Is the World Cup even all that? Like, is it? I don't think it is. But
yeah, brilliant. Okay.
Just talking about the best players in the world.
Yeah, let's just. Is that what we're going with? Is that the conceit we're going with?
Right, Young.
Yeah, it's Young. It's definitely Young.
So is Young going below Lovren?
Let's tell you what. We can sort this out. I think because look,
I feel like a lot of people at home, from being on FullTimeDevils and doing my channel and reading comments, unfortunately, for a long time on YouTube. It's an insane world. But I feel like a lot of people are going to say, how the hell is Ashley Young not bottom of this list? I do feel like Matic is worse than Ashley Young. Yeah. So I feel like he's right there. But
hey, look, I'll trust you. Look, you watch the United players more than I do. If you feel that Young's worse,
I love Young though. That's the thing, because he's a good lad. But a good lad doesn't get you on the top of this list, does it?
I'll be honest. Yeah, I think. Look, the thing is, Dejan Lovren can come in, as we saw against, came in had a fantastic game on his day. Look, he can be a 9 out of 10 centre half. I don't have Young.
Let's forget it. Just put Young below Lovren. There's no odd. I'm going to try and get a bit of credit in the bank here with Paul as well for when I put Mason Greenwood at the top of the list.
Look, here's the tricky thing now, because you're talking Lallana's Liverpool, arguably Liverpool's next worst player on that list. And look, let's be perfectly honest. I think a fully fit Adam Lallana, I think he walks into Man United's midfield.
See, I would then. Fred and Rojo are probably the next ones that I'd pick off this list. Let me just see.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Lallana's better than Fred. Lallana's had good games in the Premier League in his life, whereas Fred hasn't.
So I think it'd be fair.
Yeah.
Look, we are. I hate Liverpool. Let me just get that in here before I start doing things like putting Fred below. But they're the European champions at the moment, and they're top of it. It's hard to. I know how you felt in 2008. Drag this down here.
Yeah, except we had a good team in 2008. Carry on.
Wow. For the whole of your life. Right, bring Lallana down. So that's.
So you're saying Rojo's better than Adam Lallana and Dejan Lovren. You're saying Rojo's better than Dejan Lovren.
Sorry, was just spraying you there.
Thank you.
But being a complete nutcase, I do think he is. But is Rojo?
Lovren's a complete. What you're saying? Lovren's a nutcase or Rojo's a nutcase?
Rojo. I love Rojo.
Nah, I'm sorry, but Dejan Lovren again.
It is true.
He's better. Lovren's better than him. He just is. Go on.
So where's Lovren going above Rojo?
Yeah.
And below Fred?
It's
arguable that.
I'm sorry, but Fred, why? How is?
Why is Fred lower?
Does he even play? I didn't even know he played for you.
If Fred played for Pep and he actually signed for City, he'd be a good player. He plays for Man United.
He doesn't play for Man United. He draws a wage from Manchester United and turns up for training periodically. Is he?
But I feel like.
I'm sorry, he doesn't even get it. He doesn't even get in your team.
I feel like it's unfair to do that at the moment. Where's Jones? Oh yeah, Phil Jones hasn't played in the Premier League this year.
For the best.
Thankfully for us.
For the best.
Right, I can hear what you're saying.
I honestly, mate, I genuinely feel now...
Like Fred, like Lovren plays for his country. Fred, he gets married when his country's playing.
Yeah. So can we have Lovren above Fred then, please?
But there's too many Reds at the bottom.
No, but that's not your...
That's our problem.
That's not you. You've not done that. I've not done that.
Matic has done that.
Yeah, you know.
Young has done that. Rojo and Fred.
Ed Woodward has done this. This is not your fault. This is not on you. This doesn't make you less of a fan.
Can I just stand behind this?
It would make you an idiot to try and put some of these players above Liverpool players, and that's not fair because you're not.
I'm an idiot. I'm going on Sunday, for God's sake.
I'll be honest, right? I think he's been fantastic so far this season, but if you're looking at the next clutch of Liverpool players, you're probably talking Adrian's probably the next Liverpool, and this is sad because he's had a fantastic season. He's won the Super Cup for us, with penalty saves in the shootout. He's been basically flawless, but looking at him neutrally, he's probably the next.
The next one I'd have to go with from United would be Pereira. Andreas Pereira. Joel Pereira is obviously out on loan at Hearts for us.
Carry on.
And possibly
Dallas.
I still think Dalot's got a lot to offer, and I think when we signed him, which wasn't that long ago, he was the best fullback in his age group. So I think it'd be unfair because he's young. If he's 26, 27, maybe. But
is he older or younger than Aaron Wan-Bissaka?
It's a good question. How old's Wan-Bissaka?
Just asking the question. This is your players, not mine, mate. So we're talking.
I like football anymore. Yeah. I don't know if you'd know.
Okay, so no. I think I agree though. I think Dalot and what is Mata still a player? Can he still?
I think Mata
would still move on a football field.
Mata should be go below Dalot probably. In terms of the reason I say that, who has more to offer United in the future? Yeah.
Okay. So,
Andreas Pereira possibly, but what is he? I don't know what he is.
Who else is rubbish in this list then? Because I've not heard. I've heard the names, but I couldn't tell you anything.
Angel Gomez has been watched by Barcelona. Tahith Chong is.
So of these,
he's a fantastic young player.
Adam,
I'm not going to put him down there.
Adam. All of these players have been watched by Barcelona. We played them in the Champions League semi-final.
So did we in the quarters. Chong is, I don't know about Chong yet. Still got a lot to prove. Axel Tuanzebe is our second most talented centre half.
Okay, well that's fine. You can leave it.
Lingard, he's going to be around in the middle somewhere. Sure,
but you're talking about unproven kid.
Yeah.
So we're weeding this out, mate, because look, you're left with Lingard.
But I am not going to put any of these lads below any of these lads.
I'm not suggesting you do that, but I'm suggesting that,
and Tuanzebe and Greenwood aren't going below Adrian.
Let me throw a couple of Liverpool names into the mix just to see if we can help rank this. So you're probably talking about the likes of, I know, like Wijnaldum, Henderson, Gomez. And again, we're talking on just pure ability. They're middle, maybe, but they're middle. Yeah. I'd probably put.
Wijnaldum is probably the most talented.
Put Gomez, maybe Gomez bottom of those three. And then, look, Henderson,
I feel like Gomez, though, he belongs above Chong in the low. Sorry,
But now that we've done that,
some of these players do
Gomez,
fit below.
Tuans, whatever he's called, and Greenwood belong above Wijnaldum, Henderson, and Joe Gomez.
Greenwood above Gomez, yes.
Why? What's he done?
I think he's
played
a generational
3
talent.
games for Manchester United?
Yeah. I agree with that. But
Joe Gomez is an England international, mate.
But I think this kid is amazing. You've already seen what he's done for the club. 2 goals in 2 games in a poor Manchester United side. I think at the end of the season, he will be up here. And I know we're going at ifs and buts and maybes.
No, but you're saying
play ball with me, Paul.
You're not playing the game. You're inventing stories where your players have like where are we putting Harry Potter on this list, mate? Because,
United fans, I'm trying to do this for you, you know.
Don't look, it's not their fault. It's not your fault. These are the players that you have in your squad. It's not your fault that Joe Gomez at 22 years old
Greenwood
with
deserves squad.
50 plus Premier League appearances, with England international caps, with Champions League European experience, is a much better established player than Mason Greenwood. That's not Mason Greenwood's fault.
I think Luke Shaw belongs in around here, but not above Wijnaldum.
Or Henderson.
Regular.
Yeah,
go on.
Yeah, regular for England again.
I'd argue he probably doesn't belong above Greenwood.
Where does... Well, again, look, we're doing this here. We've got these 2
we're
never heard of children that you've probably dreamt some sort of science fiction story.
Shall we put Gomez below Gomez?
If Gomez is bitten by a radioactive spider whilst on a school trip out, then, and he develops spider powers, then he could be the best player in the world.
Let's put Gomez by Gomez just for Gomez's sake. Yeah?
And Tuan's...
And he belongs above Chong in the low.
Okay, cool.
But I think the low belongs above Chong.
Tuanzebe
is probably I think he had a good season at Villa last season.
He's not better than Joe Gomez.
I'd argue that
Joe Gomez was Liverpool's starting centre half until he broke his leg against Burnley last season.
That's a fair point. But Tuanzebe did help Villa get promoted.
Get Gomez above him.
I deserve a medal for this.
This is unbelievable. How Luke Shaw is this high up this list?
Yeah, Tuanzebe should be above Shaw.
This is not about the quality of Luke Shaw. This is about the lack of quality of everyone else here that is driven. And here's the thing again. Yeah. I think Lovren's better than
most of these players.
As well. But we'll get in there.
He could just collateral damage for you.
So I reckon there's then another little clutch where you're talking about Origi, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Shaqiri.
I'd say Lingard as well should possibly be in and around this Henderson region,
and probably Milner in that clutch as well.
Milner above Wijnaldum. No.
No, Lingard.
He should be around the Henderson.
Lingard should be below Henderson.
I think above Henderson.
Why? Give me a legitimate reason why.
Scored against Panama in the World Cup.
Yeah, get him below Jordan Henderson right now. That's a disgrace.
But that looks nice, red, white, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Again, it's not your fault. It's just the reality of the world we're living in. So we're now boiling it down now to...
Right, bring him up here somewhere. Just for time.
Who? Lingard?
I just want to take him out so I can see, bring Pogba up here. Not Lingard.
Put Lingard back in.
Can't get the staff here. De Gea up here. Pogba up here. Maguire, Wan-Bissaka. Just get them out of the way for me a minute. Does anyone do you want to clean anything up over there? So you.
I would put. I tell you what, Chuck Matip
and Tony Marshall.
Chuck Matip onto this pile for me as well, please. For now.
Onto this.
Yeah, for now. I think they're our middle clutch of absolutely really really good quality, but you can take any one of these lads out and swap them for any other one, right, and you're not losing quality.
Let me work on these 4 players here.
Joe Gomez is behind these 2. I don't know.
Yeah, that is really unfair, And I think Gomez should be above Henderson as well.
Disagree. Carry on. European Cup winning captain.
I think because of his age, I'm taking into consideration,
cool.
And the fact that because we're going from when I'm looking at this, I'm kind of feeling
listen,
who would you want to sell first?
Joe Gomez can't get in the Liverpool side at the moment, so he is below these lads, but he's above Lovren in the pecking order.
Wait there. McTominay, bring McTominay below Luke Shaw, please. Is that fair?
Wow, I thought hasn't he been your best player this season?
I think because we're so bad, when someone runs around a lot and they show commitment, they look great.
Okay.
I think that generally,
You're familiar with the expression, the beggars can't be choosers.
he should be third, fourth choice for Manchester United. The fact that he's first choice along Paul Pogba shows you exactly where our problems stand. Because he is bang average where he is in this list.
I think all of these lads...
I think Milan needs to drop down.
Disagree again. He's won absolutely everything.
Why is Origi up here?
Why wouldn't he be? Scored 2 goals against...
I know, but...
Scored 2 goals against Barcelona in the semi-final.
I just feel like...
Scored the winning goal in the Champions League final. Okay, I'll tell you what. We'll put him on a level pegging or below any players in your squad who scored a winning goal in the Champions League final. How's that sound?
Are we allowed to use our manager?
Yes. Look. You know what? Yeah.
This sounds.
Get the Ollie.
This sounds actually mental. What I'm going to say, but I wouldn't swap Origi for Rashford. And I totally accept what you're saying in terms of he scored in the Champions League final and all that. But would you swap Origi for Rashford?
Rashford's a little. I like Rashford. I think he's a fantastic player. But you don't even think he's your best?
He's not our best striker.
No, he's not your best. Origi's not your best striker. No, but Origi's our 4th best. And bear in mind, he's 4th best behind.
I think Rashford goes above him though. Personally,
look,
when you look on everything they've done,
I think Martial does. I don't think you can say that. I don't think you can say that with.
It just happened.
Is Rashford better than?
I don't think Origi goes above Wijnaldum.
Okay, put Origi below Henderson and Wijnaldum.
Yeah.
And put Rashford above Origi.
Rashford below. Yeah. That's fair. I think
Rashford here.
Yeah. That's fair. But Oxlade shouldn't be above Wijnaldum and Henderson.
And then Oxlade-Chamberlain.
So he should be below Greenwood.
I'm just
below Greenwood.
What? Why?
Why is he above Gomez though as well? Oxlade hasn't really done more than Lingard over the last few years.
I'd put Oxlade and Gomez at a similar level, to be fair. And I think Shaqiri probably needs to come down below Henderson. What are you doing here? What has Jesse Lingard ever done other than have a terrible goal celebration, which we are mercifully glad that he doesn't score enough goals for us to see his terrible celebration?
Apart from the amazing goal in an FA Cup final. Just saying.
Great.
Origi never done
Thank you, John Motson. FA Cup final, Brill. Okay, sounds. Right. So I then think...
Hang on, can we sort out these middle tier players so we're not... So producer Chris isn't shuffling these around for ages.
James and Lindelof don't get anywhere near Liverpool's team.
I think James should be around here somewhere.
Okay.
I think above Delo... I think Gomez goes above McTominay as well. But I think McTominay is above Shaw.
I think you're splitting hairs at this point, mate. You've got a nice big clutch of bang average to terrible United players here. Look, I don't think one place is going to make a massive
James
difference
next
here.
to McTominay.
Okay.
But I think Gomez is better than James.
Where's Lindelof? Where are you putting Lindelof in this?
For the sake... Okay, Lindelof. Lindelof isn't actually that bad.
Okay.
But...
So...
He's better than...
I would argue that he's
Pereira.
Probably better than... In terms of he's played more regular football.
So
he's probably
above,
around here.
I'd say he's above Lingard though.
I think he's in... I agree. I think he's probably in this clutch, isn't he? Now...
Right. I've got rid of all...
So...
I've finally got just five decent players left.
Yeah. I think...
They're the ones I got to fight with.
I'm going to level with you. I agree. I think you've ranked this... If you were ranking that as your best to worst, top to bottom,
I'd say Martial. Yeah.
So you put Martial as your third best?
Yeah. I don't know whether that's because he's my favourite player. But I think...
So is Martial better than Maguire and Wan-Bissaka, just loosely speaking?
In his position, I think he's as rare.
Of course, I'm not saying he's a better centre-half than Maguire. And David De Gea is top.
I'd say De Gea, Pogba, Maguire, Martial, Wan-Bissaka. I think that's reasonable.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then in that instance, then it's where you put these clutch of players. And I think
all five of them go above all of these.
I would make concessions that look. Okay.
Can we just drag these across here?
Yeah, okay.
And then we'll fit the Liverpool players in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we end the video now?
You would. Now we see why this is. We've run out of TV space. Thanks everyone for watching. Subscribe to the channel. And I think when we're going to boil it down now, I think the remaining Liverpool players that we've got here, you've got Alisson, who's currently the best goalkeeper in the world. I think you've got Fabinho, who is certainly the best DM amongst all of these. And I think he'll go on, and I think people will see by the end of the season, but we're not going to get sucked into the stories. I think right here, right
I
now,
remember when I said we should have signed him once.
Robertson's the best left-back, certainly in the league, possibly in the world. Trent Alexander-Arnold, same goes for him. Mohamed Salah is in the clutch of the best players in world football. Van Dijk's the best centre-half in the world. Mane's in the clutch with Salah as well, and same with Bobby Firmino.
Well, I think Van Dijk and Salah go right at the top.
I think Alisson, Van Dijk, Salah, Mane, Alexander-Arnold, Robertson, without even batting an eyelid, go top of this pile.
I think I'd put Robertson and Arnold just below Maguire.
Below Maguire?
Yeah. Above Marcelo and Wan-Bissaka.
Again, I know that Maguire looks really good
I think Maguire
because you've got a squad that's got Phil Jones in it.
No, but even based on Leicester City form last year, he starts for Liverpool.
Yeah, where did Leicester finish in the league last season?
I genuinely don't know.
6th, 7th, 8th? Anyone?
I don't look at league tables anymore. I haven't looked at a league table since May 2013, Paul.
Andy Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold were playing in Champions League finals while Maguire was eating pies in Leicester. So, again, he's decent, but talk to me in a year whether he's settled at Man United or not, and we can say for certain that he's above these lads. Trent Alexander-Arnold's got 12 assists in the league last season as a right-back.
That's a good point.
Scores free kicks. Again, Andy Robertson,
I'd put Trent, not Robertson. I'll give you one.
Oh, well, it's, again, I mean, if you want to,
I'll give you one.
Is it going to make you feel better? Make you feel better about yourself? Then we'll read.
It make me feel better about myself. United are still bang average, but
if we can,
I do feel like.
Can we drag Firmino and Fabinho just up here, just so we can see them nice and clearly? I think David De Gea, again, I think he's had his day, but again, I think we'll see by the end of the season that he's not quite the player that he's been. Paul Pogba is there on his FIFA rating alone.
No, I think when you look at him as a central midfielder alone, last season, in terms of when you look at how Manchester United were, what we did, we were poor. And I think without Paul Pogba, we are sliding down that table. Okay. I think in terms of chances created, I think in terms of goals scored, I think in terms of his performances for club, and I know he's been inconsistent for United, but he has to be up there, in my opinion.
Let's work it on this logic. Alisson's better than De Gea right now?
At the moment, yes.
Yeah.
Fair.
Alisson is our...
I think Van Dijk goes above De Gea.
Van Dijk goes above
and I think
Alisson,
Salah does as well.
And Salah as well.
No, wait. Hang on, yeah, Van Dijk above Alisson.
And then Salah, definitely.
But Salah above Van Dijk?
And I think... No. I think it's much to say. Maybe, yeah, okay. Van Dijk above Salah.
I think Van Dijk should be top of this list.
Okay, cool. Well, let's put Van Dijk right to the top and work down from there.
Just below.
I'd be putting Fabinho. For the sake of argument, where they are today, and I think
I'd say Fabinho just
below De Gea. I think.
No, I say below Pogba.
Or alongside Pogba in your logic here. I think Mane and Firmino belong somewhere. Alisson probably below Salah, and then Mane and Firmino just below that. And I think you're a very lucky lad that I've allowed you to have Wan-Bissaka, Martial, Maguire in this conversation.
I think if Jurgen Klopp has... I could make that argument for De Gea, but I won't, because as you said, Alisson is the best goalkeeper in the league at the moment and the world. Pogba, I think if he's a Liverpool player, under Jurgen Klopp, he gets in that
team. In the
team.
fantasy world, where he possesses the mentality to be a professional footballer week in, week out, he'd be a good player for Klopp, but he doesn't have that. But I can agree on pure technical ability. I think Pogba is a fantastic footballer, and I think De Gea is still a fantastic keeper. He's probably the third best keeper in the league. And I agree. From your perspective, I understand why you don't think Fabinho's above them, because you've not seen enough of him yet. I think it's insane that Trent Alexander-Arnold and Robertson are that low, if I'm honest. But I would, realistically, you probably... I think your best players are as good as our second tier of good players, if I'm perfectly honest, because I think at the minute you're looking at consistent form.
All right, talking too much now, Paul.
2 years of consistent form says that. But
no, it's true.
Look, to keep a smile on your face,
I am biased.
I'll let you have those players up there, but I think James Milner, Joel Matip, Jordan Henderson, Wijnaldum, and possibly even the power cube himself, Xherdan Shaqiri, we'll be looking to find out where you live to come and fill you in over this one.
So there you have it. That is the worst to best Manchester United, Liverpool combined. I know there's a few discrepancies in there. There's a few things I'm even looking at right now and thinking, how did I manage to pull that off? But we had to get through this video without killing each other. And in the end, we have produced that. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. You can find Paul over on Redmen TV, and he has his own channel as well. So make sure you check that out. Keep it locked to Squawka. Make sure you're liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. And for now, we're out of here. This video is sponsored by The Athletic, the place for the best coverage of your club, with a world-class team of writers, including David Ornstein, Andy Mitten, and James Pearce. If you visit theathletic.co.uk/Squawka to start a 7-day free trial, you'll also receive 50% off your yearly subscription, which works out at just £2.50 per month. It's an absolute bargain. Great articles all over The Athletic. I'm on it myself as well.